The adoption agency told me I was too single to adopt. 8 rejections in 3 years. Then I discovered they'd approved a married couple with a history I would never have passed. I always wanted children. Marriage just never happened. At 38, I decided waiting for a partner meant waiting forever. I had savings, stability, a 3-bedroom house with a room I'd already painted yellow. The first agency rejected me politely. We prioritized 2-parent households. The second was blunter. Single women struggle with the demands of adoption. Have you considered fostering instead? I tried fostering. Loved 3 children over 2 years. Watched them return to situations I prayed were safer than they seemed. I wanted permanence. A child who was mine forever. 8 agencies, 3 years. Each rejection citing variations of the same concern. Single parents couldn't provide what children needed. I started doubting myself. Maybe they were right. Maybe wanting something didn't mean I could handle it. Then I met the Hendersons, support group for prospective adoptive parents. They'd just been approved by Bright Futures Adoption Services, the same agency that had rejected me 6 months earlier. We compared notes over coffee. Same agency. Same application process. Same home study requirements. Different outcomes. They approved us immediately, Jennifer Henderson said. 2 months from application to matching. I'd waited 14 months before rejection. What made the difference? She shrugged. They said we were exactly what they were looking for. Traditional family. Stable marriage. Something nagged at me. The Hendersons were lovely people. But during our conversations, details emerged that concerned me. Mark had a DUI from 5 years ago. Jennifer had struggled with postpartum depression after a stillbirth, which was partly why they'd pursued adoption. None of these things should disqualify anyone, but they were the exact issues the agency had flagged as potential concerns when explaining my rejection. I'd never had a DUI, never struggled with depression. My background check was spotless. The only difference was my marital status. I filed a discrimination complaint with the state licensing board. The investigation took 8 months. What they found was systematic bias dressed as policy. Bright Futures had rejected 47 single applicants over 5 years. Every rejection cited household stability concerns. Meanwhile, they'd approved married couples with criminal histories, financial problems, and documented mental health challenges. Single status wasn't a legitimate concern. It was a convenient excuse. The agency's director testified that traditional families provided better outcomes. When asked to provide supporting evidence, she couldn't. The licensing board found discriminatory practices in violation of state adoption law. Bright Futures lost their license to operate. I didn't celebrate. Children waiting for homes would face delays while the system reorganized. But another agency contacted me within weeks. Family Connections had followed the case, wanted to demonstrate their commitment to equitable practices, fast-tracked my application. 6 months later, I met Maria, 7 years old, bounced through 4 foster placements. Behavioral challenges that turned out to be trauma from instability and adults who gave up too quickly. We matched immediately. Something clicked. The adoption finalized last spring. Maria picked the date, her 8th birthday. Said she wanted to remember the day she got a forever family. She still has hard days. So do I. Parenting alone is exactly as difficult as everyone warned, but we're making it work. Maria asked me once why it took so long to find her. I told her the truth. Some people didn't think I could be a good mom by myself. They were wrong. They were dumb, she said, matter-of-factly. I didn't disagree. Bright Futures reopened under new management 2 years later. Different policies. Single parents welcomed. I'd like to think the change was genuine. Time will tell. Maria starts 4th grade next month. Honor roll last year. Soccer team captain. Thriving. Despite what the agencies believed about single parent limitations. Some families need 2 parents. Some families need 1 parent who refuses to give up. Maria got the second kind. That's more than enough.